Look at your hands right now. Do you have those tiny, faint white scars? Most cat owners do. You probably tell people your cat just got a little crazy, but the truth is much darker. You were likely the one who started the fight, without even knowing it. I have a scar on my thumb from a Tuesday evening with my cat, Ivy. She was a ball of energy who finally flopped onto the rug. She rolled onto her back, showed me that soft, fluffy white belly, and I thought, this is it. She finally trusts me. To you, that move looks like an invitation. You want to bury your hand in that fluff. So, that's exactly what I did. It happened in a flash. Her front paws locked onto my wrist like a trap. Her back legs, the ones built for ripping, started kicking my arm. Then came the bite. It wasn't play, it broke the skin. She hissed and ran under the sofa, leaving me bleeding in a silent room. You've probably felt that same sting of betrayal. You look at the darkness under the couch and think, why are you so mean? I was just loving you. You think your cat is broken or that you are a bad owner. You might even scold them, telling them no, or bad cat. But here is the hard truth. You were the one who just assaulted them. You are living with a tiny, furry ninja, and you keep treating them like a stuffed toy. We humans love to hug and squeeze, but your cat sees the world as a battlefield. In the cat world, rolling onto the back isn't a hug me sign, it's a martial arts dance. When your cat is on four legs, they can only use their mouth and front claws. But when they flip over, they are pulling out every single weapon they own. They've freed up all four sets of claws in their teeth. They aren't asking for a belly rub, they are ready for war. When you reach down and grab their stomach, their most vital spot, you just broke a legal contract. You went from best friend to predator in a split second. The bite wasn't mean, it was pure panic because you ignored the warning signs. You spent weeks thinking your cat was aggressive. You told your friends they were spicy or had an attitude problem. But the reality is, you were gaslighting your cat. You were punishing them for speaking their own language while you screamed at them in a language they don't understand. You assumed that because they eat from your bowls, they think like you. They don't. They are hunters forced to live in your house. They are constantly talking to you, but because they don't have eyebrows or lips, you miss 90% of what they say. You miss the tiny twitch of a whisker. You miss the ripple of skin on their back. Later, I'm going to show you the tail clock. You probably think a wagging tail is a good thing. I'm going to show you why a specific tail move is actually a countdown to an explosion, and how spotting it can save your skin. Most of you claim you would do anything for your cat. You buy the expensive food. You pay the vet bills. But you won't do the one thing that matters, learning their language. There is a concept called the stress pile. Your cat might let you pick them up. They might ignore the loud TV. But that belly rub? That's the final straw. The pile falls over. The explosion happens. And you say, she was fine a minute ago. She wasn't. She was screaming at you silently for 20 minutes, and you weren't listening. Look at your cat right now. They look peaceful, don't they? But inside their head, there is a storm of electrical signals. Researchers found that when you pet your cat too much, it doesn't feel like a massage to them. It feels like an electric shock building up on their skin. There is a biological limit to how much you can touch them, before their brain literally forces them to bite you, to make it stop. Look at your cat right now. That moment when they go from purring to biting isn't a mood swing. It's a biological system crash. Scientists call it touch overload, but you can think of it like a bucket. Every time you stroke your cat's fur, you are pouring water into that bucket. At first, it feels great. Your cat is leaning in, loving the attention. But eventually, the bucket overflows. When it does, your cat's brain sends a panic signal. Their skin literally starts to feel like it's burning or being shocked. They don't bite you because they hate you. They bite you because their body is forcing them to make the pain stop. The problem? You aren't watching the water level. You think the bite came out of nowhere. But the truth is, your cat has been screaming at you for the last 3 minutes. You just didn't know how to listen. Stop treating your cat like a golden retriever. When a dog wags its tail, it's a party. When your cat moves their tail, it's a countdown to a crime scene. You have probably been sitting on your couch, petting your cat, and felt a rhythmic thump, thump, thump against your leg. In your human brain, you think, oh, they're so happy. You are wrong. That thumping is a ticking clock. A cat's tail is wired directly to their spine. It's a mood ring made of bone and muscle. When it's high with a little hook at the top, you have a green light. But the second that tail drops, or the very tip starts to twitch like a rattlesnake, you are in the danger zone. If you ignore that tiny twitch and keep petting, the movement will grow into a heavy swish. That isn't affection, that is your cat debating whether to run away or attack your hand. If you don't stop by the third thump, you aren't a pet parent. You are a target. If the tail is the clock, the ears are the radar dishes. Your cat has 32 muscles in each ear, and they use every single one to tell you how much they want you to go away. When your cat is happy, their ears are forward, engaging with you. But keep a close eye on them while you pet them. Do the ears swivel sideways? We call these airplane ears. While you might think they look cute, they are actually a wartime defense. In the wild, a cat flattens its ears to protect them. Ears bleed easily in a fight, so your cat pins them back to keep them safe from being ripped off. If you see those ears go flat, your cat has officially entered combat mode. They aren't grumpy, they are terrified. If you try to soothe your cat while their ears are back, you are actually trapping them. You are adding more stress to a brain that is already screaming red alert. You need to back off immediately. By giving your cat space the moment those ears move, you build a level of trust you've never had before. You are finally showing your cat that you speak their language. But the visual signs are only half the story. This is where it gets a little heartbreaking. You probably think a purr is the ultimate sign of a happy cat. You hear that motor-like sound and assume your cat is in heaven. But what if I told you that your cat is a master trickster? What if I told you that cats have figured out how to hack your brain using sound? There is a specific type of purr, one you have definitely heard but probably ignored, that doesn't mean I love you. It actually means I am in pain or I am dying. It's a self-healing frequency that cats use to keep themselves calm when they are sick or hurt. If you don't know the difference between a happy purr and a help me purr, you could be missing the only warning sign your cat will ever give you before it's too late. Later, I'm going to show you how to spot the emergency purr so you can save your cat's life. Does your cat wake you up at 6 a.m. with a sound that makes your skin crawl? It's not a normal meow. It's that sharp, urgent little chirp that cuts through your sleep like a knife. You probably think your cat is just being a diva or a bossy roommate. You might even roll over and groan, wishing they'd just let you sleep for 10 more minutes. But you are being played. Your cat isn't just talking to you, they are hacking your brain. Researchers found that this specific sound, the hunger cry, is a masterpiece of manipulation. Your cat has figured out how to copy the exact sound of a human baby scream. You are hardwired to respond to that sound. When your cat chirps for breakfast, your blood pressure actually goes up. Your brain tells you there is an emergency. It's a brilliant survival move. Your cat isn't bossy, they are a tiny scientist who has figured out exactly which buttons to push in your head to get what they want. But there is a much darker side to the noises your cat makes. And if you don't learn the difference, you might make a mistake that haunts you forever. You have been told since you were a kid that a purr means, I'm happy. It's the biggest lie in the pet world. Vets see something heartbreaking every single day. Cats with terrible injuries, or even cats taking their very last breath, purring as loud as they can. This isn't a love song. This is the pain purr. You need to stop thinking of a purr as a smile and start thinking of it as a self-healing power. Think about it. The sound waves of a purr are set to a specific speed that actually helps bones knit back together and heals sore muscles. When your cat is in deep pain, or feeling a panic attack coming on, they purr to keep their own heart from stopping. If you see your cat hiding in a corner, purring while their eyes are squeezed shut and their body is stiff, run to the vet. They aren't happy and sleepy. They are screaming for help in a language you are currently failing to understand. If you ignore this, you are leaving your cat to suffer in total silence because they're too polite to bark like a dog. Now, let's talk about the sound that probably makes you angry. The hiss. When your cat hisses at you, you probably feel hurt. You think, after everything I do for you, you hate me? You might even feel a flash of anger and want to scold them. But in the cat world, a hiss is never an attack. It is your cat's way of putting up a keep out sign. Look closely at your cat the next time they do it. They pull their lips back and blow out a sharp blast of air. They are literally pretending to be a snake. In the wild, almost every animal is terrified of snakes. By making this sound, your cat is saying, I am small, I am scared, and I am out of options. If you come 1 inch closer, I will have to hurt you to save myself. A hiss is the most honest thing your cat will ever say to you. It is a boundary. If you punish your cat for hissing, you are breaking their warning light. If you take away their right to hiss, the only tool your cat has left to protect themselves is to bite you. I used to think my job was to make my cat stop hissing. Now I know my job is to listen and back off immediately. The moment you start respecting the hiss, your cat will actually stop doing it. They won't need to scream anymore, because they finally know you can hear their whisper. Even if you master the tail, the ears, and the sounds, There is still a wall between you and your cat. To them, you are still a giant, clumsy, slightly dangerous roommate. You probably want the cuddles and the lap sitting right now. You want your cat to love you the way a dog does. But you can't force it. Instead, you have to use the secret handshake. This is a 3-step ritual that flips a switch in your cat's brain. It turns you from a stranger into family. And it all starts with the slow blink. In the wild, closing your eyes is the most dangerous thing you can do. It means you trust the world enough to go blind for a second. When you look at your cat and slowly close your eyes and then open them, you are sending a deep soul-level message. You are saying, I trust you with my life, and I am not a threat to yours. If your cat blinks back, you just got the family pass. But don't stop there. You also need to master the scent hello. You see, your cat lives in a world of smells, not just sights. If you want to properly greet your cat, you don't reach for their head. You reach out a single finger, staying low, and let them come to you. You are letting them read your finger like a business card. If they rub their cheek on you, they are literally signing you with their scent. They are saying, you belong to me now. I want you to go find your cat right now. Don't pick them up. Don't force a cuddle. Just sit near them and watch. Are their ears forward? Green light. Is their tail still? Green light. Will they give you the slow blink? If you can do this, you will stop being the owner and start being the partner. Most people spend years living with a cat they don't actually know. But because you are learning this language, your cat is finally going to feel safe in their own home. Next, we are going to talk about the zoomies. You think they're just being crazy at 3 a.m.? You're wrong. It's actually a sign of a hunting debt you haven't paid yet. And I'm going to show you how to fix it before your cat decides to hunt your ankles instead. You are currently a tourist in your own home. You pay the rent, you buy the food, and yet you are still shouting at your cat in a language they don't understand. You get frustrated when your cat acts out. But the truth is, your cat is just waiting for you to finally learn the secret code. To tear down the wall between you and your cat, you need the C.A.T method. It's a 3-step ritual that will turn your spicy cat into a loyal partner. The first step is C. Check the light. Most of you treat your cat like a toy that is always on. You see them looking cute and you immediately grab them. This is a massive mistake. From now on, before you even think about touching your cat, you must check their traffic light. If you see a twitching tail or a sideways ear, that is a yellow light. If you touch them now, you are making a withdrawal from your trust bank account. Keep doing it, and your account hits 0. That's when the biting starts. By respecting your cats, and no, you are actually putting money into that account. You are proving to your cat that you aren't a threat. I don't care how fluffy they look, if the light is yellow, you stay away. Step 2 is ask for a yes. You have a terrible habit of reaching over your cat's head. To your cat, a hand coming from above looks exactly like a hawk or a predator. It's terrifying. You are literally scaring the life out of your cat every time you try to be nice. Instead, crouch down. Extend a closed knuckle about 3 inches from your cat's nose. Don't move it. Don't chase them. This is the knuckle test. To your cat, your scent is your ID card. By holding still, you are letting your cat decide if they want to talk to you. If your cat leans in and rubs their cheek on your hand, that's a yes. If your cat just looks at you and walks away, that's a no. And here is the secret. You must be 100% okay with that a no. The moment your cat realizes you won't force them to cuddle, they will start coming to you more than ever before. Step 3 is T. Talk with your eyes. In the wild, a long, unblinking stare is a death threat. When you stare at your cat because you think they're beautiful, your cat thinks you are a hunter locking onto a target. You are accidentally telling your cat that you are about to attack them. To tell your cat, I love you, you have to use the slow blink. Look at your cat, let your eyes go half shut, and then slowly close them for a full second. By closing your eyes, you are telling your cat, I trust you enough to go blind for a second. The first time your cat blinks back at you, your heart will skip a beat. It's the first time you've truly spoken their language. More is said in that 1 second of blinking than in a whole year of you trying to force them into your lap. I want you to look at your cat right now. If they are sitting near you, their tail wrapped neatly around their paws, that's a green light. They are calm. They are waiting for you to be a better listener. The secret language of cats isn't about being the boss. It's about being a roommate. When you stop treating your cat like a stuffed animal and start treating them like a thinking, feeling being with their own rules, the mean behavior disappears. The biting stops. The spiciness vanishes. Your cat didn't need a better owner. They needed a partner who actually listens. Now that you know how to hear their silent screams and their quiet I love yous, your home is going to feel like a completely different place. You aren't just a pet owner anymore. You are finally a part of the family. It's 3 a.m. You are in a deep sleep, dreaming of a peaceful vacation. Suddenly, your cat just used your stomach as a launching pad to jump onto the dresser. You hear the sound of papers flying, a lamp wobbling, and then the gallop. The sound of a tiny, furry elephant sprinting down your hallway at 40 miles per hour. You sit up, heart racing, and look into the darkness. Your cat stares back at you with pupils so big they look like black holes. You think they've lost their mind. You think maybe they're seeing a ghost in the corner of your bedroom. But the truth is much scarier. Your cat isn't crazy, and they aren't seeing ghosts. They are here to collect a debt. And unfortunately for your sleep schedule, you are the one who owes it to them. Most people tell you that cats are nocturnal, meaning they love the night. They are wrong. Your cat is actually crepuscular, a fancy word that means they are programmed to kill at twilight. Their eyes are literally built to see in that half-light of dawn and dusk. In the wild, this is when their prey is the most active. But here is the controversial part. Your cat is a professional killer that you have trapped in a house with nothing to kill. Think about your cat's brain like a pressure cooker. Inside that brain is a hunting itch that builds up every single hour. In the wild, they would scratch that itch by stalking, chasing, and killing 10 to 20 mice a day. In your house, they spend all day staring at a wall or sleeping on your laundry. That urge to kill doesn't just go away. It stays there, building up pressure, turning into what I call the hunting debt. If you don't pay that debt by playing with your cat during the day, they will come to collect it from your ankles at 3 o'clock in the morning. To your cat, your moving toes under the blanket aren't cute. They are the only prey they've seen all day. So, how do you stop the 3 a.m. madness? You have to stop playing with your cat like a human and start playing like a predator. Most of you make the same mistake. You throw a toy on the floor and expect your cat to be happy. Imagine if someone offered you a cold, dead piece of pizza and told you it was a 5-star dinner. You wouldn't be impressed. Your cat feels the same way about a toy that doesn't move. To pay the hunting debt, you must follow the predator cycle. If you are using a feather wand or a laser, don't just wave it around. You need to make that toy act like a scared bird or a mouse. It should hide behind the couch. It should quiver in the corner. You want to see your cat's butt wiggle. That's the sign that the hunting itch is finally being scratched. But here is the pro secret that will save your life. You must let them catch it. If you use a laser pointer and never give your cat something physical to kill, the debt never gets paid. The brain stays on high alert. That's why cats who only play with lasers are often the ones who bite the most. They are stuck in a loop of chase, but never get the kill. You are basically giving your cat blue sky frustration. Always end your play session by letting your cat grab a physical toy and kill it. If you want your cat to sleep through the night, you have to use my boil and simmer technique about 30 minutes before you go to bed. The boil, play with your cat until they are panting or lying down. Get their heart rate up. Make them work for it. The simmer, slowly let the play get slower. Let the prey get tired and eventually die. The payoff, immediately after the play session, feed your cat their biggest meal of the day. In the wild, a cat hunts, kills, eats, and then they sleep for hours to digest. By feeding your cat right after a big play session, you are hacking their biology. You are telling their brain, the hunt is over. The belly is full. It's time to shut down. If you do this, your cat won't be sprinting down the hallway at 3 a.m. They'll be too busy dreaming about the mouse you just helped them catch. I want you to look at your cat right now. Are they staring at your hand? Are they crouching behind a chair, waiting for you to walk by? That's not love. That's a debt collector looking at an unpaid bill. You have the power to change the relationship. You have the code. By using the C.A.T method and paying the hunting debt, you are finally giving your cat the life they were born to live. You are no longer a victim of the zoomies. You are the master of the hunt. Your cat has spent years learning your habits. It's time you return the favor. Look at your cat right now. If they're giving you that slow blink, you've earned the family pass. Follow Ivy Haven to continue learning the secret code and finally become the partner your cat deserves.